Hey guys, it's me, Alura, Cein. Namaste. Welcome to my channel. So I was going to already do this video, but then I ended up putting it off because I had a lot of work getting things done and getting things up and running for others. But then I ended up getting an email request for just this type of video. So here I am doing it. It's perfect timing. So Vega Starseeds, they dealt with a lot back there in Vega. They had a lot of encounters with reptilian energy and consciousness, and they brought a lot of that fear back here with them when they incarnated. And Vega is a star in the star system of Lyra, and it has its own little planet other than the planet from the Lyrans. Personally, they're two separate places, but they can be considered the same thing because they're within that same star system. But Vega has its very own consciousness and species of its own. And like I said, they had a lot of trouble with the reptilian consciousness out there, so they brought the fear back here, and it makes them a little bit paranoid. They're always watching their back, always reading into people, and they feel a little bit paranoid because they feel like anybody could be a reptilian. They know that they're shapeshifters. They know that they can change appearance. They know they can come off in any kind of way, so they're always keeping their eyes and ears open for that. They're very sensitive to energy. They pull all kinds of energy towards them. And if you're not aware of your soul origin, that you're a Vega Starseed, you might have went through life feeling like you were haunted or tormented by spirits because all of the energy is being pulled towards you. A lot of Vega Starseeds have been victims of spiritual gang stalking, like I talked about in my last video. So some other things about them. They're very independent, very hardworking. A lot of times they're workaholics. They work all the time. You'll see them in design or architecture of some sort because they really like to bring out the ideas into reality, and they like to align it with some kind of mathematics, and we all know that architecture and design has measurement in it. Also, you'll see that they're very withdrawn from people. They like privacy. They like to be alone. They're their very own best friends. And when you're talking to a Vega Starseed, you'll see that they kind of shut down and they get this daydreamy appearance to them where they're staring out into space. This is when they're communicating with their higher self and their subconscious mind, just pulling out information to themselves. Or there can be channeling a being from home. You'll see them talking to themselves a lot too because of channeling their brethren out there in Vega telepathically. They may not always know that this is going on. Sometimes they very much wrongly get accused of having schizophrenia because of this talking to themselves and seeing the spirits around and the spiritual gang stalking that they encounter. They get classified as that, and that's not fair because a lot of people don't realize that this is something spiritual, not a mental problem. Also, you'll find that the Vega Starseeds will totally see right through you. They'll be talking to you and listening to you, but it looks like they're not really there listening, and that's because they're really reading deep into your soul to find out what kind of person you are because they're trying to keep themselves safe and aware of everything that's going around them. So they're so secluded and so private that they end up having like two different personalities. And I don't mean that mentally, but I mean that in like, the way of living. Since they do withdraw and they are very private, you'll find them later on trying to relieve some of the stress from being alone so much by partying or drinking. They often love partying or letting loose once in a while because of all that time alone and all of that hard work that they put in. They seem to lack emotion because of always trying to use logic to figure everybody out. And they emotionally shut down themselves because they don't want to feel the fear from all of the torment that they've gone through with spiritual attacks and back home when they were up in Vega. So they just don't try to feel it all, which I can understand because who wants to always feel fear and paranoia? But they're highly intelligent and they know everything, and if you try to have a conversation and you voice your opinion and they disagree, they're going to let you know. No, I don't agree with that. And they kind of shut you down. Like, even if what you're saying is right, if they don't believe what you're saying, they're going to make you feel like you're wrong even though you're right, because they just won't bend. They won't see your side if they stand firm in their belief. And that's okay. I think all people should stand firm in what they believe in, but you can also learn from others. So any of you Vega Starseeds out there, open your eyes and your ears and your heart and listen to others and try to learn from different people's perception. So you'll see them just kind of like rocking back and forth to some music, jamming out by themselves. You'll also notice that they like to go on long rides in the car to nowhere, just driving around, relaxing, listening to music. They also like smoke a little bit, and they love drinking. And this is just to relieve the stress. They're very hardworking, like I said, and they never complain about it. They don't complain. They take pride in the fact that they work so hard. And they also don't ever complain about their feelings. They don't complain about any kind of aches and pains. They're very, very strong. And they never rely on anybody else. It's very seldom that they ask for help. You'll also find that the Vega Starseeds will kind of have like very little people in their lives. They'll have just a few people that they drop in and visit, but when they're not dropping in and visiting, you won't hear from them at all. And that's because they're just back into that subconscious mind again. They live there. They live in their own little world here. And that would be considered like a fourth dimension vibration, being out there in their subconscious mind all the time. So those are the Vega Starseeds. They're wonderful people. They're highly intelligent, and because they can see through others so easily and pick up on energy and receive it, they're the best type of people to go to when you need to know if the people in your life are good or not for you. Because half the time their perceptions are dead on. They don't miss a trick. They need to open up a little bit more. That's the only down thing about the Vega Starseeds. They never let anybody see who they truly are on the inside. And a lot of people are missing out from them not doing that because they're like the best people in the world. So I hope this video has helped some of you identify and also learn some more about yourself. So I love you all, and I hope that you stay positive, create, inspire, and spread love and light everywhere. See you guys next video.